What is something you call by a company name instead of the actual thing it is? The one that blew my mind was trampoline. Excuse me, what? My life was a lie. Thermos. That's a brand? Frisbee. You mean a novelty flying disc? Tupperware. Oh god. In Brazil we say, and right, Tupperware because of this brand. Allen wrenches, hex head. Channel locks. Crescent wrench. Jacuzzi. If I remember correctly, it's a last name. Not 100% what Op asked for, but pretty much all edited images are referred to as photoshopped regardless of what software was used. In the olden days it would be airbrushed. Rollerblades. They're inline skates. They're inline skates. Only if you do what the man tells you to do. Dumpster. Otto man. You're living in a dumpster? Oh. Man. I wish. Dumpster brand trash bins are top of the line. This is just a Trashco waste disposal unit. Q-tip. I also do what they tell me not to do on the box. Edit. Rip my inbox. Jeez. And I really hope you all aren't putting Q-tips into your urethra. If you are, you may wanna go see a urologist. Kettler. DuPont does not like it when you use that instead of aramid fiber. Until 10 seconds ago I had never seen the words aramid fiber. So that is a hard fail. The fact that my spell check doesn't recognize aramid is even more damning. I had a coworker that called all donuts Dunkin' Donuts. And it drove me crazy. My dad calls all chicken nuggets Chicken McNuggets. This is called a genericized trademark or a proprietary eponym. Also Velcro. Edit. Owen Muzak too, although it's less commonly used these days. Shout out to Brian Eno for saving their trademark, I guess. Why doesn't Google just make someone invent a search service that eclipses theirs and they won't have to worry about people verbing their name? It's foolproof. I once met someone who worked in legal if Velcro. I made a joke about how it's just the term and he, with no emotion, said how much the company works on protecting its marks. I feel like if I asked a second question I would have been disappeared to the bottom of a lake somewhere. Velcro. The name Velcro is a portmanteau of velour, for the soft side, and crochet, for the hook side. I can't think of an example. Let me Google it. Proceeds to open AskJeeves.com. Ziploc bag. Ooh, Vaseline. It's petroleum jelly. This is a good one. Maybe Vicks as well? Zamboni. Yes. Ice resurfacer. But no self-respecting pro rink doesn't have a Zamboni. Kleenex. Kool-Aid. Band-Aid. Jell-O. Sharpie. And X200B. Edit. Since so many have asked about Kool-Aid, there is Flavor Aid, and also store brands such as Great Value, Walmart, and other store brands. I would take exception with Sharpie. When I say I want a Sharpie, I mean a Sharpie. I don't want any other brand. And you had better not try and hand me one of those Office Depot stand-ins. Edit. I didn't think that my preference of office supplies would have been thought of as wholesome. But two of you have. Thank you for your kind awards. Band-Aid. They're actually called charity concerts. Also Taser. It's an acronym of Thomas A. Swift's electric rifle. Velcro. Hook and loop tape. Crockpot. Brand. Slow cooker. Oh yeah. Crockpot is a good one. Styrofoam. Polystyrene foam is what it's actually called if I recall correctly. Styrofoam is a trademark of DuPont. They have a long list of others that I didn't know were brand names until recently, including Kevlar, Nylon, Teflon, Lucite, and Tyvek. As many people have pointed out, nylon is no longer trademarked, hence it isn't capitalized. But the product and the name were invented by DuPont. Post-its. I call them Romy and Michelle's. Xerox and chapstick comes to mind. Okay. Here is a stupid one. Because it's totally unique to my family. Someone gave us a bunch of Martha Stewart Living branded resealable glass containers. They are not quite Tupperware. But glass containers is kind of a mouthful. So we started calling them Marthas. Because they all say Martha Stewart on them. Now, whenever we have leftovers, we'll say stuff like, hey, could you grab me a Big Martha for this? Or there's a little moth of cold chicken in the fridge. For me. I know that Tupperware now makes resealable glass container. But there'll always be Pyrexes to me, or Pyrexes if I'm feeling stodgy. What's funny is that not much that Pyrex makes is even the borosilicate glass that was first patented and trademarked as Pyrex. Not me. But I know a lot of people from the South. Particularly around Arkansas. That refer to all soft drinks as Coke. This. Grew up asking and being asked what kind of Coke do you want? Oh, I don't know. Do you have any ginger ale? Yeah, sure. Marmite, as opposed to its normal name, yeast juice. Yeast juice sounds like a feminine health concern. Band-aids. Plaster or adhesive bandage is what they are. Oh god. My dad worked as a sales MGR for the company that sold Elastoplast brand bandages. If anyone ever said band-aid in our house, got a verbal warning. Each time. Kleenex. Saran wrap. In New Zealand we call it Glad wrap. Chapstick is actually lip balm. The company isn't even the #1 seller of lip balm either. But everyone knows the prior more than the actual. Google. Q-tip. Sellotape. Panadol, which is quite bad because I'm a pharmacist and we shouldn't be using brand names for drugs. Play-Doh. Lego. Wait, what? Sellotape? I've literally never seen that spelling. We always write it as sellotape. Edit. I may now add that I have a background from India. I'm surprised so many people care to comment on this. It's so silly. Edit 2. Guys, I am an American now, so I know it's Scotch tape. Geez, literally every comment is Scotch tape. Sawzall and skill saw. I do call a skill saw circ saw normally. But I definitely don't call my reciprocating saw anything other than a sawzall. Lego. But also fuck other building blocks. Lego are the only option. It's only after you complete a undergraduate level course in dimensioning and tolerances that you realize how ridiculous it is that any Lego block from any place and any time can pretty much fit with each other with the same effort. It's mind-blowing. I still make fun of my younger brothers for referring to a Walkman as a Sony. I guess both are brands. Just one more specific than the other. To be fair. Sony's motto used to be "It's a Sony." Hoover. Bobcat, skid steer loader. Whether it be food, appliances, tools, etc. A few examples I have is Fairy Liquid and Jaffa Cakes. No matter the brand. Popsicle brand Ice Pops. Zipper. Should be calling them X because we all know they got that business on lockdown. Also a good business story if anyone is bored and wants something to research. In my country we call instant noodles Maggi and diapers Pampers. Ha. That's funny. In the country where I live, Maggi is the generic word for bouillon cubes. In Turkish we call razor blade Gillette, which is pronunciation of the brand Gillette. People say I'll Google it instead of I'll search it. Neosporin. Even generic antibiotic ointment is Neosporin. Thermos. A Gaylord. They're the big cardboard totes. http://www.sdecois.com photo PL 25,019,269 high quality triple wall octagon watermelon bins Gaylord pallet boxes. JPG. Like they use for watermelons at the supermarket. Originally made by the Gaylord Container Company. Haven't seen this. But I know a fair amount of people just refer to acetaminophen and ibuprofen as Tylenol and Advil, no matter the brand it actually is. Interesting, I have always called ibuprofen by its name. Maybe because I always buy the generic. Do people still say Clorox for bleach? I am the Clorox. And I speak for the bleach. I'll nominate Leatherman and Gerber as odd ones. Since they're both used to describe multi-tools. I thought you were talking about the baby food and imagined someone saying get me a jar of Gerber for Junior. Water. The actual name is Nestle. Craft dinner. I think that's a Canadian thing. Q-tip. Isn't it actually a cotton swab? In England we say cotton buds. Tater tots. What the fuck are we supposed to call them? Potato nuggets? You know what? That's better actually. Trapper keeper. In Germany we say Tempo equals brand, instead of Tasch and Touch equals handkerchief. Seeing eye dogs. The seeing eye, https://en. Wikipedia. Org Wiki. The seeing eye is the oldest trainer of guide dogs in the US. Frisbee. It's a disc. My mom always said Nintendo no matter what game console it was, lol. This was common in the 90s. I think it died down once PlayStation and Xbox became prominent. Magic marker. A felt tip. Pen. Solo cups. I'm sorry. Do you mean red party cups? Nerf. It's Nerf or nothing. Heroin. As an Aussie. Esky. And blue tack. Tannoy. I only know it's a brand because of Alan Partridge. Pan. Drywall. Edit, sheetrock. Scotch tape. Kleenex. Scotch tape. Jello. Frigidaire. Vaseline. Clorox. Might just be an Aussie thing, but people around me always refer to box cutters as Stanley knives. Yes, UK too, definitely. Velcro. Band-Aid. Kleenex. Jet ski. My parents call every video game system a Nintendo. Roomba. Sorry, robot vacuum. I've been told that in Greece, all diapers are called Pampers.